Day 2 of carnivore, but my first day of cooking. I'm getting ready to show you what I'm getting ready to make for lunch and probably what we're going to have for dinner also. I'm cooking 3.5 pounds of ground beef. This cost me about 20 bucks. Before you freak out and say, oh my God, that's a lot. No, it ain't. There's no chips, there's no fries, there's no sides. Seasonings, I'm gonna use some salt. Use as little or as much as you like. We're gonna do some hot paprika. If you don't have hot paprika, you can use regular paprika or you can skip it. We're gonna do some chili powder. Use as much or as little as you like. We're gonna do garlic powder. Use as much or as little as you like. We're gonna do cumin powder. Use as much or as little as you like. We're gonna cook all this together and I'll show you what we top it with. Half of it in the frying pan because that's all I can fit. So I'll save this for later tonight. I was gonna season this up, but that would take prior planning. I don't wanna do that. We're gonna cover this and put it in the fridge. Ground beef is done cooking. We put all of those yummy seasonings in it. Now you can eat it just like this. And the seasonings that we used, Anthony said, is it taco seasoning? So I guess it smelled like a little bit of taco seasoning. But you could use any types of seasoning. You could use the seasonings that you would typically use if you're making an Italian dish. You could use the seasonings that you would use for Greek food. You could use the seasonings that you would use for Indian. And you can eat it however you want. I'm probably going to eat this with a little bit of melted cheese on top. I do have some bacon, but I don't even think I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna call Anthony down and see how he wants to eat his. Okay, my baby daddy said he wants bacon, cheese, and sour cream. So we're gonna put his ground beef in a bowl. I'm heating up the bacon. I'm giving him a nice big bowl. How big that is. Ooh. Got some bacon in there. I'm gonna put some cheese. This is pre-shredded cheese. You can shred your cheese fresh if you want. I think it tastes better that way. You want your cheese melted a little bit?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, I'm gonna pop it in the microwave and melt it a little bit, just for a few seconds. Melted the cheese. Pre-shredded cheese just doesn't melt as good as other cheese. We're gonna do some sour cream, and he also wants some hot sauce. Now, some really religious carnivores would not use hot sauce, but we're gonna use it, okay? And tell him and mind his business. And that's how Anthony's gonna eat his. I'm not gonna put any cheese on mine, and I'm not gonna have that much because I'll have another video that's going to go up before this. You guys will see. I had a couple strips of bacon and some pieces of cheese, but I am going to put some spicy mustard on this. I love it, spicy brown mustard. The cheaper, the better. I prefer the kind from Aldi, and then I'm just going to mix this around. It ain't good. It ain't pretty. Ain't nobody putting this in no recipe book, but it works.